Welcome back to the Pach-Attack. All right, so next question from the forums from Jordan Anderson. And Jordan Anderson, I hope you're a guy, but I have a daughter named Jordan. I named her after you. She's 14, so I'm hoping you're 15 or older. Hey, Pach, is the 5% of revenue that Epic is asking for commercial use of the Unreal Engine 4 unreasonable? Will this policy draw more indie developers to the engine or push them away? So the answer is yes. 5% of revenue across the board as a flat fee is unreasonable. And I think that would keep indie developers from using it if they thought their game was going to be successful. 5% of revenue, if there is no minimum, would draw tons of people to it because you get to use the Unreal Engine for free and you don't have to pay anything until after you generate revenue. So you're shifting the risk of success onto Epic as opposed to absorbing it yourself by having to pay $100,000 or $500,000 up front for use of the engine. My guess is it's a policy just for indies to kind of give them a risk-free way to try the engine. But if I were Epic, I would let people license the engine for free with a 5% of revenue threshold and then let them succeed, and Epic gets upside if the game works. It doesn't really cost Epic anything if an unsuccessful game uses their engine. We have a question from the forum from AdBlock Plus. As content creation becomes easier through new innovations such as having Twitch integrated into consoles, as well as self-publishing through YouTube, what is the point of gaming sites? That's hilarious. Is game journalism dead? That's hilarious. I also refuse to visit any site without first having ad block enabled, blocking any potential ad revenue. And if GameTrailers or others go out of business because of it, I could care less. Wow, you're a great dude. I'll always be able to get trailers, previews, etc. throughout some other site, if not through the publisher's site directly, and there are hundreds of sites with reviews. Therefore, I feel that most sites will disappear since I don't see them fulfilling any kind of demand that couldn't be satiated someplace else. What are your thoughts? All right, you're the worst kind of person in the world because you want everything for free. You don't even want to sit through ads because you're just low bottom-sucking scum. You think the guy sitting in my office right now should work for free. I actually do work for free. But the guys sitting in my office should work for free. They shouldn't be paid. The camera equipment should be bought by somebody and not get an earn out on that because you're too much of a scumbag to watch ads. I can tell you that there are guys a hell of a lot smarter than you working on defeating ad block. So I will predict boldly, knowing shit about software development or the internet, ad block will get beat. There'll be guys who figure out a way to make you watch ads that you can't block. Even if you do, it'll be just dead space for 30 seconds. Your content won't start. You'll just be sitting there staring at a blank screen for 30 seconds. Might as well run the ads, scumbag. But the point is, and the reason I keep calling you a scumbag, and by the way, you are one, is if you consume content that's professionally created by people who expect to be paid for it, you need to pay for it. And the beauty of sites like GameTrailers is they give you a lot of compelling content, and the only thing they ask you to do is pay attention to ads. And you don't even have to, you can walk out of the room and come back. But that's all they're asking you to do is deal with the ad so they can get paid. And you watch commercial TV, I guess you DVR every show and zip through it, you're a scumbag, that's fine. That's the price you pay to get stuff for free. And if you choose not to pay it, you're absolutely right, you said it right. Professionals will go away, the world will consist of YouTube. So if everybody had your attitude, we would have no television, TV would go away, because professionally produced content would disappear, and we would live in a society run by anarchists, and it would be YouTube. And if you want to watch YouTube all day instead of watching Breaking Bad, which I think is some of the best TV I've ever seen, great, go for it, because no one's going to pay for it. If nobody pays for it, it won't get created. That really sucks. Sucks for you, because you like everything for free, and yet you're not even willing to pay your fair part. You suck. So I hope you don't watch this on GameTrailers. They won't block it on YouTube. And guess what? On YouTube, there are ads too. I know you block them. Imagine if Google couldn't get paid. We wouldn't have search. The internet would stop if we didn't have ads. You idiot. Everything would stop. You idiot. I mean, the reason that we get like music, the reason Pandora exists is ads. If no one could monetize, you would get nothing. Artists would not exist. We wouldn't have music. You idiot. So, you say, let's go back. What is the point of gaming sites? The point of gaming sites is that you have people who spend full time thinking about this stuff. Now, I cover 19 companies, among them Best Buy and Netflix and Pandora. I don't spend all my time thinking about games. I spend 20% of my time thinking about games. So I don't even know if Elder Scrolls Online is subscription or free to play. I don't even know if Destiny has a single player campaign. I'll figure it out when I get asked a question on Pach-Attack, whatever. But guess what? The guys who run gaming websites know that stuff, and it's a great place to go to find that out. If you want to know if you should spend 60 bucks on a game, it's nice to read a game review. Yeah, you can get that stuff free. You can go read user reviews. Boy, that's really helpful. I would rather read Jim Sterling's reviews, because Jim Sterling is my boy. I know it hurt your ears there, sorry. Jim Sterling is my boy. He writes honest reviews. I would rather read Jeff Gerstmann's reviews, because Jeff Gerstmann is really good. If I read those guys' reviews, I know if I should get that game or not. And before I spend 60 bucks, I want a professional opinion. Hey, guess what? Those guys make money from ads. Giant Bomb is free. And so is Escapist. Free. And those guys, Destructoid. What is Sterling on? Destructoid.
Escapist now.
Escapist, yeah. So there you go. So I know Sterling, I read his shit, and I can't even remember where it is, but I watch the damn ads. Those are free. And I don't think that either Jeff Gerstmann or Jim Sterling make very much money. I think they probably are like on subsistence wages, but they make enough to like pay rent and buy food. And if you don't watch the ads, they can't eat and they can't cover their heads with shelter, and they have to go do something else. And if they do something else, I don't know which games to buy, you bastard. So you should watch the goddamn ads. Was I clear enough? My stone daddy? All right, fellow babies, thanks for joining us on this week's Pach-Attack. If you have any questions, please direct them to the link below. And if you have a question for Twitter, you can submit them directly to me at Michael Pachter on Twitter and include the hashtag AskPach. Thanks for joining us. I think Microsoft's biggest mistake in this cycle is bundling Kinect in every box and charging consumers $100 for it. By the way, what do you think a game trailer is, you moron? It's an ad. When you watch a game trailer, it's an ad for a game. It's unbelievable. Remember that? You didn't see that movie either, you moron. Where's that from? I call him a moron. I think it was Stripes. Anyway, all right, enough on that one. AdBlock Plus, you suck. So just start watching stuff without ads and then wonder where it comes from and then crow about how you got it for free. Ugh, God. It's almost stealing. It's just wrong.